Hello fellow cravers, with the slowest month of the year coming to an end, it is time to see what the shortest month has to offer us in gaming. And this year we are not short of some potential Game of the Year competitors. I am GD and I'm here to share with you 7 games to count for this February. One of the games that caught my attention during EGX 2018 was a game that wasn't as big and flashy as, but still has the charm that you would get with games that inspired this title, like Advance Wars. Wargroove, a turn-based strategy game created by Chucklefish, the same team that brought us the much-loved Starbound and helped publish another loved indie game, Stardew Valley, is coming to the Switch, PC and Xbox on the 1st, with a PlayStation 4 version coming later this year. Wargroove lets you choose from 1 to 12 commanders, each with their own campaign, motivations and personality. The game will also support both local and online multiplayer, letting you play either against each other or together. Not only that, but it will come bundled with campaign editing tools that let you create your own maps, and an overworld editor that lets you link different missions together, letting the player create their own branching paths and set missions to unlock under certain conditions. Wargroove arrives on the Nintendo Switch, PC and Xbox One on the 1st of February.
I was 6 years old the first time I saw the sun. It wasn't always easy, but for a time, there was peace and prosperity. But it all went horribly wrong.
Power is the new currency. And thanks to your weakness, it's easy to get rich.
As always with the Far Cry series, between the main titles we get that spin-off that can either be absolutely random, looking at you Blood Dragon, or something that takes you out of your Far Cry comfort zone, like Primal did. But this time Ubisoft are taking it down a different route and are continuing where Far Cry 5 left off. So, first thing first, a major spoiler alert for the ending of Far Cry 5. Okay, yep, you were warned, so let's continue. Far Cry New Dawn is set 17 years after the nuclear bomb dropped in Hope County, now known as The Collapse. You and other survivors are trying to rebuild a community in Hope County, but a roving band of organised bandits known as the Highwaymen, led by twin sisters Mickey and Lou, are threatening this. With few other choices, you team up with New Eden, the remnants of a project at Eden's Gate. Despite you knowing, you still team up with them, even though they may represent a greater threat than the Highwaymen. From what we've seen so far of the game, it has the same style as the original, but it is interesting to see what the fates of the Deputy and Joseph Seed, the protagonist and main antagonist, were. Far Cry New Dawn arrives on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC on February the 15th.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos. Creating, altering, destroying. The Anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Do I really have to say much about this game? Look, I think this is probably going to be the most anticipated game for February, with a great example being the Anthem VIP demo struggling to work last weekend. But for those who don't know what this is, Anthem is the newest IP from BioWare, the creators of arguably one of the best sci-fi game series, Mass Effect, not including Andromeda, which has you take the role of a freelancer, one of a group of people who leave their civilization to explore the surrounding landscape with the help of their fully customizable exosuits called Javelins. Now, I would be lying if I didn't notice that this game has huge Destiny vibes, even during our playthrough of the VIP demo. But then I feel no matter what they did with this style of game, that feeling would still be the same. Anthem releases on February the 22nd on Xbox One, PS4 and PC, with a public demo coming out the 1st to the 3rd. Who doesn't love games that have you failing over and over and over again? Come on, that is what Dark Souls franchise lives on. But also does the 2.5D racing series Trials. With the newest title Trials Rising coming out this month, this time taking us on a world tour, visiting the Eiffel Tower and Mount Everest, or maybe racing up them is more likely going to happen. With both local and online multiplayer, customizable courses and riders, outfits and bikes like previous titles, the game this time brings in a new local multiplayer mode called Tandem Bike, which two riders and each player being responsible for controlling a part of the balance and power of the vehicle. Trials Rising flipped in on February 26th for the PC, Switch, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Commander Jackson on deck. Welcome to Crackdown 3, the only game built like me. Big, beautiful, like a skyscraper, falling at your face. If you want to play on my level, follow my lead. Somebody give me my jam. It's all about getting the jump on the enemy. No building is too high. 60 stories up, incoming!
Right, first things first, I will believe this game is coming out when I see it, which, according to the time of this recording, it is February the 15th. Look, the only reason I say this is that Crackdown 3 was originally set to be released way back in 2016, with it being delayed a number of times after that. Still, like a lot of gamers, we would prefer a great polished game come out later than a broken disappointment come out sooner. Okay, you Andromeda. For those who don't know what Crackdown is, it's a sandbox-style action-adventure video game where you take the role of a super soldier in a futuristic dystopian city, where you fight threats ranging from various criminal syndicates, terrorist groups, and zombie-like monsters called freaks. Crackdown 3 will be set 10 years after the events of Crackdown 2, which is funny because it has been nearly 10 years since Crackdown 2 was officially released. This time with a terrorist attack from an unknown source killing the power around the entire world, thrusting the agency back into action after the attack was traced to the city of New Providence, controlled by the mysterious organisation Terra Nova. But if you are worried this game will take itself too seriously, you will be led by Commander Jackson, who is voiced by the unmistakable Terry Crews. Yeah, that's how seriously this game is going to take itself. Terry Crews. I love the guy, he's great. But anyway, Crackdown 3 is coming to Xbox One and PC on February the 15th, and will be available on Games Pass, which you can pre-install the game through Games Pass now to get ready for its release. Like we said, February the 15th.
それは前触れもなく起きた。強大な力を持つ別世界から現れた敵と彼らと共闘する者たちベノムズによって世界は壊滅的なダメージを負った。
今からあなたをヒーローとして蘇らせます。コズミックキューブが必ず力を与えてくれる。
One of the best known manga magazines, Weekly Shonen Jump, is turning 50 this year, and to celebrate this, a new fighting game developed by Spike Chunsoft and published by Bandai Namco is set to release this February, starring some of its best known characters from various manga series that feature in the magazine. This includes some of the most popular and easily most recognizable characters from the world of manga and anime, with the likes of Goku, Vegeta and Frieza from Dragon Ball, Naruto and Sasuke from Naruto, Luffy and Sanji from One Piece, and many, many more. Jump Force will feature a 3-on-3 tag team fighting style set in a 3D environment, in the same sense of games like Dead or Alive's stage movement style is in. In addition to all of the characters that will be available, you will also get the chance to create your own unique playable character, customizing them with outfits and accessories earned through gameplay. So if you are a fan of fighting games and action anime, then Jump Force is a must pick up when it is released on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC on February the 15th.
And the skies rained missiles, and the ground burned to ash, and the seas boiled, and people turned into shadows. So let us not fear the heretics at our door. Even with their iron steeds standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us.
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear.
We will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against them. For this is our hour of glory. Amen!
Finally, another huge game making its way full steam ahead is the latest installment in the Metro video game series, Metro Exodus. Set 2 years after the event of Metro Last Light's redemption ending, you take the role of 28-year-old Artyom who flees the Metro in Moscow and sets off on a continental spanning journey to the Far East with Spartan Rangers. This time letting you explore more of the post-apocalyptic Russian wasteland, with you coping with the new hazards and mutated creatures it offers, as well as hostile humans. The game will feature a mixture of linear levels and some environments, as well as a dynamic weather system, environments that change along with the seasons as the story progresses. Metro Exodus is pulling up to the station February the 15th on Xbox One, PS4 and PC. So there you have it, that is 7 games we recommend you keep an eye out for, and March looks like it will not be slowing down as well. But as always, if you think there is a game that should be on this month's list, then please tell us in the comments below. And while you're here, why not like, subscribe and press that notification bell to keep up to date with what we're doing here at Crave Your Game. Until next time, see you all.